Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Decided to make a modification to this Renoster 1000-watt inverter. Hopefully prolong the life a little bit. I'm going to add the AC side, I think it is, because I think this is the DC side, which has heatsink on it. I'm going to add this heatsink on the back side of the MOSFETs, like that. And I know it's on the plastic side of them, but still there's some heat there, and I did it to my other one and it made a difference. So I have removed the clamps that hold them in place. They were in between every other one, and then I'll hold this in place, and oops, I've got a drill bit that just fits the original holes, and I'll hold this in place and I'll mark those. I'll take it back out, I'll drill them and tap them, and then I'll take just a whisker more off the bottom of this, because it is sitting right down there on some of them components, as just so I can get a nice even marking on it. And then I will get some of that heat transfer stuff put on there and fasten her down. So I'll show you as I go along. Got the holes all drilled and tapped, and I cut a little off the bottom here, so I got clearance more or less mimic the size of these. And now all I gotta do is get my heatsink stuff on there and put the 4 screws in. Okay, got the new heatsink installed. Got the inverter hooked back up. I'm gonna run 2 of them heaters, and we'll see what if we get some heat transfer to this. So right now it is 77.3, and this one over here measures the same. So 77.3. Turn her on. And we'll turn the heater on. 1, 2, okay, we got 2 heaters on. Let's see what this thing says. 460, 485, 520, 546, 558. So a little over 500 watts. And over on the DC side we've got 48 amps. We got 78, 79. This one over here we've got 90. So we're definitely getting some heat. We're at about 81. 93. let her run for a few minutes. I'll be back. It's been a few minutes. The fans come on the inverter. So let's see. This one's at 89. This one's at 115. Of course, the fans aren't going to do much good because the top isn't on. So let me see what the side temperature is here. Right where them big MOSFETs are, it's 97 degrees. If I move up to the heat sink, it's 91, 92. Let's try back here by the diodes. Okay, we got 89. And in that case, we got 96. So I'm going to turn it off momentarily and put the cover back on. Just set it on there. I finally got it back on. It's a pretty snug fit. I just got one screw haphazardly stuck in there to hold it in place. So the fans are not on now. It's back on, 48 amps on the DC side. We're at what, 517 watts, 120 volts out. We'll give it a few minutes. See if the fans cycle on and off, how long they stay on when they do come on. It's one of them deals sort of like watching paint dry. So I sent the seller an email and says, hey, you know, this one isn't what you have pictured. Shows a meter, and in the description it says it has a meter. And right away they sent me back a reply that said that, let's see, how did they say it? That, anyways, one of their employees goofed and put the wrong picture. And I thought to myself, yeah, okay. And they also said that, you know, you got the thing really cheap and we're losing money on it, so we'd really appreciate it if you'd keep it. And I sent them back a reply saying, yes, I'll keep it, it does work. And that, but I won't give them positive feedback until they change their listing and show the proper inverter for what people are getting, because other people should get the inverter that's shown too. So I haven't heard back from them about that, so I can let you know later. The fan come on just for a short time and went off. I don't know if you heard it or not. Back on again, the fan. Still running. Okay, just shut off. Give it one more cycle. I'm not sure if we could hook a third heater in here or not and get away with it with that sickle battery I got, but we can give it a try. Okay, fan just come on again. That shut off. Okay, I'm going to turn a third heater on and see if we can get away with it. Okay, we're down to 11.1 on the DC side, 63 amps, 620, 30 some watts. Uh-oh, here we go, complaining again. The fan just came on. Still got a smiley face. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the temperature is on the side. 101. On this side, 99. There is some warm air coming out of there. Now, before it shuts down, pop this top back off. While it's running, hopefully I don't screw up. Okay, let's see what we got here. 95, 96, 99. So I get it pointed the right way. This one's 143. Yeah, it's pretty warm. This is just barely warm. Turn one off. Turn two off. Turn the inverter off. Apparently when I push this button it turned it on here. There we go. Okay, turn it back on. Okay, I've got one heater on. The fans are still running. Let's see. 94. 111. So it's cooling down on its own even without the airflow going through. So I got one more modification that I'm going to make on this cover in this groove where the which will be right along this area here. I'm going to put a series of slots like there is in the front on both sides, and that'll allow air when the fans are running to come right in and directly hit the heat sinks. I did that on this one. I just got holes and I added a few slots there and on this side, and it made a big difference. Of course, I consider these, you know, this is 1,000 watts rated, 2,000 surge. I call it a 500 watt and a 1,000 watt surge in order for it to have any longevity. So I'm going to put slots, but you know, you could drill holes. I have a milling machine, so it's easy for me to do. So that's the only reason I'm slotting it, because I can do it. So I'm going to get that done. Then we'll try it again. Got my slots cut in. So I'm going to stick her back together. Now I got her hooked up, turned back on. Got 2 heaters running. The fan just came on. Let's see if we can trying to make some smoke here. Oh, the fan shut off. Now I got smoke and no fan. Well, I just figured out the got 566 watts on the DC side and 507, was it? 516. That comes out to 90% efficiency at 500 watts. Waiting for there, it comes back on. Yeah, we're getting smoke drawn in. Okay. So the fan doesn't stay on very long. It cycles pretty quickly. So another test that I would like to do is, I haven't tried any motors on it. Inductive loads. That's all been just those resistance heaters. So I've got close by, I've got a belt sander. And I got a drill press, small drill press. So I'm going to plug those in. I'll take you guys off the tripod. And let's see if it'll run a motor. Zoom you out. Okay, so here's a little drill press. Okay, and there's my sander. No problem. Don't indicate. I wonder if it'll run them both at the same time. Yeah? See if it'll do any work. Pushing pretty hard. Well, let's see what we're using here. You know, just running with no load. We've got 12 amps on the DC side, 182 watts on the AC side. Okay, well, let's try. Let's put the heaters back on. I'm going to have one heater on. Okay, so we got one heater on. About 545 watts. I must have 2 heaters on. Yep, I do. Okay. One heater on. So 256 watts there. Now let's turn these back on and see. No problem. running. 35 amps on the DC side, 413 watts on the AC side. Turn on another heater. Okay, there we got 619 watts, 2 motors and 2 heaters. Drawn 60 amps. Fans still aren't on. It's just barely warm. Yep, fans just come on. Blowing some warm air. Fans are staying on a little longer this time. Oh, just shut off as soon as I said that. Okay, I'm going to disconnect the heaters. Disconnect the I fibbed to you. It wasn't running both of them at the same time. I unplugged the wrong thing, so let's do it over. The sander was still running. That's why it doesn't affect it much when I pushed on it, the piece of wood. Try it again. I'll be right back with the right plug-in. Well, guys, I killed it. Maybe. When I plugged that in, getting ready to show you guys, it was still on, and it blew all 3 fuses. So I knew that sander takes pretty good start and surge, so hopefully it just blew the fuses and then I didn't see any smoke come out, so let's put some new fuses in and see if it fires back up. Okay, these are the ones that come with it. So I'm not going to try that again. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see. Right there is where they go. I'll turn you guys off while I put them in, because I'll probably have to fiddle with a pair of long nose pliers because my fingers are too fat to fit down in there. Okay, new fuses are in. Hook some power up to it. Oh yeah, and I'm using the original cables that came with it for this test. So, well, I got a spark. I didn't pre-charge it. Or gonna get yelled at anyway. Okay. Turn it around. Oh, let's use this remote so you guys can see. Coming. 121 volts. So the fuses saved it. That's a good thing. So I guess I'm not going to push my luck with this. Trying to run too much. So let's see. Let's go with do this again. There's one heater. Let's see. It's coming up 200 and should be around 250. Yeah. Okay. So I'll make sure I got that.
I'm gonna go take that cake down.
Okay. Okay, so 1 heater and the drill press again. Let's try that. No problem. Runs the drill press alright. So that's 388 watts. Second heater just come on. There's 631 watts. So, turning the drill press off. And I'm going to put the drill bit in the drill press. And make it do some work. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll turn the camera around. So, you can see me over there. The drill press is over there. Okay, the 2 heaters are on. So I'm turning on the drill press. I actually stall the drill press. And it doesn't bother it any. You can see that. It's really stuck. It keeps on going, so. I'll unplug it from this cord that's plugged in the inverter. And it does not come on, so you can believe me. Okay, well, I don't know, I still say it's a 500 watt inverter with a 1000 watt surge. You know, had a lot of fun messing around with it. Don't have much money in it. Maybe it'll help somebody out deciding whether they want to buy one of these little guys or not. I mean, if you don't abuse it, it's probably going to be fine. And this little remote thing is kind of nice. So, we'll call that a video. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me put the cover back on. And these transformers get warm too. So, we'll call this one a video. If you enjoyed her, give me a thumbs up. I had a lot of fun playing with it. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey look guys, I got the sad face. Cool.